TLOXP from TransUnion can help boost your business operations, not just with access to more than 125 billion records, but by delivering the right data when and how you need it. TLOXP is versatile enough to support your toughest business challenges, including corporate risk management, special investigations, due diligence, and identity verification. Whether you're a small business with one employee or a large enterprise with thousands, TLOXP's fully scalable, web-based interface is available around the clock. We're experts at making sense of data. Our data scientists and engineers have dedicated themselves to ensuring you have effortless access to the information you need to make important business decisions. From even the tiniest details, our advanced analytics-based models identify, connect, and rank data, and deliver the results in the most meaningful way. Let's look at a few of our most popular data solutions to give you a better idea of how you can work smarter with TLOXP from TransUnion. TLOXP's Advanced People Search function is the best way to initiate a search on any given subject. It features advanced query capabilities, allowing you to search by name, address, community, date range seen at an address, date of birth, age range, email, or even a partial social security number. The more data you plug in, the more targeted your search results, and it doesn't take much to get started. When you find your subject, you'll get our available comprehensive information, items such as contact data, including possible phone numbers ranked by the projected usefulness of each number, and information on possible relatives and associates. TLOXP's comprehensive report is our most powerful and comprehensive look into a subject, making risk management and identity verification simple and intuitive. When you perform an advanced person search and locate your subject, running a comprehensive report provides you with a more complete, customizable view of the available data on your subject. It's organized to quickly and easily locate the information you need, including everything from criminal records, address history, vehicle information, possible relatives, and so much more. TLOXP's Phone Report is a condensed data set for when consumer phone data is what you're specifically after. This downloadable report provides all of our known current and historical details associated to a specific phone number. All these features of TLOXP help make it easier than ever to perform better research. Just fill in the consumer contact information you have and let TLOXP do the heavy lifting. You can also flag, scrub, and enrich large volumes of data in a single batch processing request. Results are usually returned within hours, making it possible to get the right data, better results, right now. For more information, contact us today.
What's up, YouTube? It's Biblical Truther. A little intro video right there. Hopefully I don't get a strike. I'm claiming fair use on this because I'm just advertising this company. But I want to tell you guys how I came across this. And it is a TransUnion company. If you're not familiar with who TransUnion is, it is a credit monitoring company. Now, I've talked about in my personal life, face-to-face with people about the social system they have in China that has to do with your credit score, right? Well, how I came across this was for the last probably 3 months, I've been getting a phone call from the evidence department at the police department here in my town, and I haven't been in any trouble in over 14 years. Haven't been arrested and sent to jail to have anything confiscated from me. But they were telling me that I had a check from some money that they confiscated that they never returned, that they was wanting to return to me. Now, years ago in my town, they had this genius little plan to get some drug dealers where they were advertised. They set up a pawn shop in this little shopping mall, and they were having people come in, and they were telling them they were having this raffle. This was way back whenever flat screens were just coming out. So they had this like 50-inch flat screen. It was one of the biggest ones you can get back then. And they were somehow convincing people that they would rig this drawing for them if they would bring them a substantial amount of marijuana or other drugs. And sadly enough, there was a lot of people that fell for it. Some of the people I knew brought pounds of weed for a flat screen, but back then flat screens were about $4,000 or $5,000. So I knew the history of this police department making some pretty crafty traps for people. So I was a little leery about it. You know, I really didn't care about $260. Just in case they were trying to do something, because you know they can fabricate charges, which I have a whole list on my rap sheet of fabricated charges that I was never convicted of, yet they're held against me when you do a background report. But anyway, so I had my wife that after, I think it was the last day, supposedly this check was cut. It was only good for 90 days, so they called me on the 90th day and said that I had to come pick up the check. If I didn't come get it, that it wouldn't be no good. They would have to go before the city council again to get them to reissue it and whatnot. And so basically, she said that my wife could come up there and get it. So they hadn't given me that option before. So once they said that, I was like, okay, well, I'll just get my wife to go up there just in case anything's going on. So my wife goes up there and speaks to this lady that's in charge of evidence. And she was telling my wife that they've been looking for me for like 5 years. And they have this new system that allowed them to find my phone number. And this was the TLO system. And it gets way more in depth than what just it says in the video. If you want to do your own research and see who is using this system, but it's going to be part of the contact as they tried a couple years ago, tracing. You know, to see who you're around. You know, they're going to be keeping tabs on you, so they know if you've been around anyone with this new up and coming quadfecta, as I would like to call it. Is like 4 different things. I think they had just one confirmed case of AIDS, monkeypox, COVID, and something else, which is crazy because I got videos about all of these ailments on my channel. But the one that I have about the AIDS was taken down. It's on my BitChute channel. I'll see if I can put it in the description. But it's called Team America. Everyone has AIDS. And I did that video about 3 years ago. And now it's starting to come to fruition. And most people were connecting the solution to the last situation having been laced with this disease, if you want to call it that. But another thing that's been coming out, and I would suggest everyone be stocking up on, is you know, there's a lot of people started making videos about parasites shortly after I made the video that I made, which is pretty much always the case, it seems. But it's like this thing hits the consciousness of the awake community, quote unquote, because there are imposters out there now. But just get ready, because there's even doctors coming out saying that there's like 95% of human ailments are caused by parasites, from dementia all the way down to rheumatoid arthritis, addictions to stuff like sugar and you know, other thing, caffeinated drinks and that sort of thing. But anyway, back to this TLO. This is tied to, and TransUnion, of course, is, as I said, the credit union monitoring company. So people don't want to believe that that system that China has, that has to do with your, you know, your credit score, but it's also tied to your social presence, social media presence online. And that was one thing the cops said, that they could not find me through this database. They was only able to find a phone number because I've never had a Facebook, a personal Facebook anyway. I've never done Instagram. Never. I don't do social media. I knew from day one when it was MySpace that it was a data harvesting tool for the powers that be, because data is the new gold, and they continuously talk about it in the WEF, the World Economic folks. So I just wanted to put this out there for people to be aware. If you're not aware, that the cops are already using this. But the main thing I wanted to point out is the fact that it's a TransUnion company, a credit monitoring company. So if they're able to pull up every social media post, account, everything that you put online, may want to dial that back a little bit, because once these next totalitarian dictators get in the White House, these things are going to be implemented. I don't know when, I don't know how soon, but these things are on the way. So is the digital ID, which is what Trump's been pushing since his last term. But we also have the Elon and Trump. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I just got bits and pieces. But the other night, Elon had a interview. It was like Elon X Trump, and he was basically talking about how they were going to try and use Twitter or X to be like a CBDC monitoring, if you will, app, basically like a central bank. So all these things are going to be rolled into one. They're going to use this TLO, and they're going to issue all of us not just a financial credit score, but a social score that's tied into all your social media posts and everything you talk about, everything you buy, everything, the Internet of Things. So if you're not aware of this, it is on the way. They are behind the scenes while they got everybody distracted with the Olympic ceremonies and all this other satanic stuff. They're just steady setting up the infrastructure. But thought that was crazy that this woman was quite forthcoming that, yeah, we got this system now that we can use, and we can access anything and everything you do online. Awesome. From a credit monitoring company. It's got to put two and two together, man. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna be a wild ride in the years to come. So just wanted to put this out there in the forefront, let people know these systems are being enacted by credit monitoring companies. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to predict that system from China will be here in this country, imposed upon us, the free world, here soon. Don't know exactly how long we got, but it's coming. The infrastructure is definitely being set up. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Love you.
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints,